up and smell the future. The heartbeat of what's trending in the upstate.
What do people mean with somebody who knows what's going on?
The world.
That's going to be
And the known universe.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
It's the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Brought to you by Borderlands Comics and Games.
You're on the air.
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night. It really is. It's a little cool outside. I don't like fall or winter or that in-between fall-summer thing we have.
Autumn? Do you like autumn?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't like fall. I don't like autumn. I mean, it's all right. I'm wearing sweats today and real shoes. I don't want to wear real shoes. I mean, it's radio. I could take my real shoes off, but it's not the same because I'm actually wearing socks. But all that aside, it is beautiful outside, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying the weather, especially if you're on the road on your way back from Clemson and that slight victory that they got. Thank you for tuning in. And or if you're on your way back from going to a game or going out shopping or going dancing, which is what Odie does all the time. He's dancing right now. You know, you can see Odie dancing because we are live.
Is this dad dancing? I think this is dad dancing.
I like to call that the Commander Shepard shuffle.
Yes.
Commander Shepard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's a Mass Effect reference. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. And if you message us on my personal Facebook page or YouTube or anything, which is Lonzo and Word, I may not see it, although I brought my iPad in today, and I'm going to see if the old man can figure out how to use that also while I'm,
this old technology
this
stuff.
here
I can
show.
just see you looking at technology and be like, I know how to work it, but
Well, I keep making fun of the grandpa stuff, but even though I am one, I'm still capable of using all the technology that they have sent our way.
yeah.
Someday I might go,
What's that, Sonny?
that's it. I'm done. I'm out. But now
I can't quite
yeah.
understand what you're talking about there,
All right.
Sonny.
Obviously Odie is here.
Yeah.
Yes. And Cameron is also here.
Hi-ho.
Tim,
Odie's in fantastic humor, by the way.
yes, he is.
His humors are in good humor.
Tim is not here because he had to run football. I know he hasn't been here in a while, but he will be back, especially for the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. He's looking forward to that. Matthew wanted to study.
He's doing extracurricular
Because he's
activities.
got some midterms coming up. And here's the thing, some people say, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to study. And then there's a wink involved. But I'm guessing Matthew says he's studying. He's probably studying. So, and hopefully he does well. And let's face it, he's going to do well.
Maybe he found himself a nice tutor.
Because he is Matthew. He doesn't need one because he's that smart. Shout out to
You're not really getting it, are you?
shout out to
Don't think he did.
our
Yeah.
sponsor. Yeah, I actually got it, and not everybody needs that.
Choosing to ignore us.
Shout out to our sponsor, who's very important, even though I'm being interrupted multiple times. Borderlands Comics and Games. Make sure you check that out. 410 South Pleasantburg Drive for all of your pop culture needs, including Funko Pops and comic books. Obviously, they also have statues and they have D&D supplies, like some dice or figurines and stuff like that. They also have used video games. So if you're into a nostalgic video game, you want to check it out. I saw when I was in there last week picking up my comics back at the video game stand, I saw a rock band, a Beatles rock band, but it looked like the full band thing. So had the instruments and stuff in it. So it probably has the Paul McCartney guitar in it.
So
That's
what you're
nice.
saying to me is there's a whole rock band dedicated to me and my three buddies.
There is.
We used to play a lot of songs. Then
You
two
did?
of them sadly died, passed away. But there's two of us still left, but I don't really talk to Ringo anymore.
Yeah, well,
Why don't you talk to me, Paul?
I just
Ringo is
sometimes
awesome.
when I think of the Beatles, I kind of get sad and I don't want to talk to Ringo because he used to voice Thomas the Tank Engine.
That was a
Sometimes.
one-time gig.
That was not a one-time gig. That was a
That
long
was a
time.
concurrent thing.
That was almost as long as Jennifer Rigsby, who's Eleanor Rigsby, because I got it wrong because I'm getting a bit senile. But it's all right.
I just want to say, what in
Yeah, we were right
oblivion
that-
was that? On the stream, Chris says, howdy, guys. Dave says, leaving work in Seneca now and traffic through Clemson is atrocious. Yeah, it takes a while to get out of there after a game. That game just ended not too long ago. But he says it is a beautiful day. It is. It's nice outside, but I brought a jacket because I'm going to need it when we leave. Let's see. Scott says, guys, the striking writers are celebrating, claiming the studios caved to all their demands, but the studios are going to be drastically cutting back on production.
Yep.
So the writers that were voluntarily out of work and still going to be unemployed, he says that's hilarious. I mean, it's kind of sad too. Trey says, I went to the Spartanburg International Festival today, and it was a beautiful day. I didn't see any representation for Ireland. I made a couple of pinwheels with my daughter and made mine look like the Irish flag.
See, there was a reason. There was a reason that you didn't see any representation from Ireland. And that is because 14 men walked onto a field in Paris.
What's happening?
14 normal men strolled onto the field.
We're like on the set of Vikings or something.
They were faced against 14 Scottish men. At the end of 80 minutes,
you're
Ireland.
Watch your levels.
At the end of 80 minutes, Ireland had a score of 36 and Scotland had a score of 14. So now Ireland is going into the quarterfinals of the Rugby World Cup. So yeah, it was quite a good day and we're really happy about it.
I'm glad you could get that out of your system.
Yeah, I
You
needed
could
to get
enjoy
it out.
that.
You know, sometimes when you need to expound and expand and get it out of your system, you do that and you feel better. And I'm glad
Now
you feel
cue
better.
my music.
Yeah, we don't.
Hold on, I give it the same music.
No, I want different ones.
Well, you see, if you had told me to get you music, I would have got music for you, but I didn't because I just wanted to say how proud I was to be Irish. Ireland hammered Scotland, and we're going to do the same thing, hopefully, to New Zealand next week at 3:00 America time. So, Lonzo, I may be late for work next week.
Which part of America?
That's fine.
This part of America. It's the bit that we're living in currently. I don't care about the other sides of America.
There's a lot more to America than just the East Coast.
Yes, there is. But the time zone that we're currently residing in is 5 hours behind Ireland, and it is 6 hours behind France, depending on which part of France. And all I have to say is that I'm very proud of the Irish rugby team today. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad. Listen, it's good to represent. It's good to love your team and OH. Anyway. All right. So we are going to, Odie doesn't get that, but Cameron does, and some other people will. Today, we are going to talk about the final episode of Ahsoka and some things that went on with that. First episode of Loki, rather.
Loki.
Yeah.
Hey, boo-boo.
Yeah. No,
Is Loki there?
Yeah. It's.
I think we got to fix the time stream.
I'm smarter than your average god.
Loki is when Yogi has sinus problems. Signs of the impending apocalypse, Flaccid Stories.
Loki.
We got a new segment called Tinfoil Time. We'll be getting to that. Also video games, Nerd Roundtable, and so much more. If you want to be a part of the show, hit us up, as I said earlier, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD, or you can text us at the Flaccid text line 71307, and you can see my shirt. I may have to stand up a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna stand
so
up.
you can see my shirts, and these shirts are available at go to our website and click on the store, and you can buy yourself some WORD gear. It's sweet.
Would we call it merch?
I like to call it gear.
Can we call it
'cause
swag?
It's gear. You want to gear up for your battle
Yeah, but you can
out there
merch. You can merch up for
amongst
your
the
battle.
libs and all those people. Then you need some gear from
Who's
the
this guy?
WORD gear store. Go to
Just don't tread on me, okay?
989WORD.com and check out the word gear. We got hats. We got shirts. We've got smiles for the bad guys. Go to WRD.
You mean the Saturn too? Oh, don't you hate them sandworms?
So
He sounded like Beetlejuice when he met the Maitlands the first time.
hey, you want someone out of your house? I want someone out of your house. I wonder where a guy, an everyday Joe like myself, can go for a little action.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, so check out the store and buy some WRD merch and represent. I know some other shows have decided to make the Betsy Ross flag their symbol, their thing, but I think the Gadsden flag, the snake stands out a little bit more.
Yes, it does. I like it.
And so I'm more of a snake guy. I'd be wearing an eye patch like Snake Plissken, but I don't need to escape from anywhere. Except for sometimes Grey Court, because I got to get up really early in the morning now, and it's Escape from Grey Court.
Why do you have to get up really early in the morning?
Because I'm doing the morning show on the Fan Upstate, our brother station.
What show is that?
That would be the Rob Brown show.
Rob Brown. How did they come up with that? Do you know?
Well, there is a think tank at Odyssey.
Right.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's a think tank at Odyssey.
Think tank.
And I mean, you listen to this show and go, no, there's not.
But
yeah, there's a think tank at
Think
Odyssey, and that think tank decided we're going to go with the Rob Brown show because they couldn't find anything else. But it's it's the Rob Brown show
They threw out so many whiteboards.
with me.
Oh,
with
I
me.
mean, did you notice that like on a whiteboard you can actually erase stuff off a whiteboard?
See, they didn't know that.
I only found that out this morning. I was messing with the whiteboard. I was drawing images and I could wipe them away, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
So I brought my iPad and I got my Facebook on it, but I can't figure out how to look at my video. I can bring it up on Odie's, but I can't bring it up on my personal one. I'll figure it out eventually. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff to get to today. When we come back, we have some Nerf wall stuff to take care of because there is a premium live event tonight. Don't worry, guys. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches to pick from.
Oh,
and here's the thing. Matthew's not here, so Matthew's not picking. That narrows the chances of people going to the wall.
True.
Rob Brown and myself have already picked. So we're gonna pick again. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Join the Nerd Herd on the Flaccid text line at 71307. This is the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Better chance of Rob Brown being
Now
on
the
that
Carolinas'
wall.
most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Lows leveled off around 43 tonight under clear skies. Winds out of the north 8 to 15 miles per hour.
By the way, Stephen,
Clear skies and quiet
Pappy
again
is currently
tomorrow.
working
High temperatures
with,
reach up to
Rest of Rob's
67.
Head. You can
Lows
find
around 44.
And
Tomorrow
I'm not
night,
going to
clear
be Lonzo the
skies.
Lizard.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 64 degrees.
Attention terrorists. Hold on. Here's
As I mentioned
terrorist
on the
daily
Rob Brown
rant.
show, if we were ever going to wrestle,
Trump was
but
wailing on
we're just
McConnell the other day.
but if we were,
Why? You endorsed
it
him.
would be
I'm just saying,
Armageddon
if
and
you
rapture.
think
Wrestling
that
intro,
Trump is
that's
going to
one.
save you,
Yes.
I'm here in this
Wrestling
country.
intro.
I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. That is not what history
Also,
tells us.
Stephen,
And I would
was
love to
calling
be
for
wrong about
Obi-Wan
that.
and
Terrorists wanted. Hear the terror show.
Would you like to be my
Mornings on
VP?
News Talk 98.9.
WORD, the voice
He
of the
knows he'll get one term and
Carolinas.
he'll get to run for president.
What do you mean,
That
me one
World
term?
Haunted
I
Attraction
would do
is
great.
now open. Voted South Carolina's #1 haunted house and one of America's top screen
that's right.
parks. Explore your way through the elaborate haunted house trail with new rooms, scares, and top-notch actors. You'll experience Zombie Outbreak, Pinehurst Asylum, Chainsaw.
All right, so I got
Sorry, Scott.
Thank you for catching that.
all right, so how can I get my comments up here?
Also, Mark, the Ouroboros guy, you might recognize him from Goonies. He's Data.
He was also in Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah,
Apparently he was in Everything Everywhere Always.
All at once,
Yes.
which is apparently a really good movie. Although a very depressing one from what I understand.
All right, so this, although it's cool because I have this up, and while I'm talking, I can watch the thing trying to say what I'm saying, and see, like on the bottom,
Purple monkey dishwasher.
we'll see if it does it. What I'm saying, and see, like on, there it is. It
Purple
was.
monkey
It
dishwasher.
was pretty quick, but
That's pretty quick.
The Hashling Slasher.
Tá mé an Colleen go Hanawa ar fad rírá agus rúli búlia.
I hope that was clean.
It's all clean.
Okay.
No, it really is. It's all clean.
Okay. All right.
Is Misha Carcamillish. Kionis Bohr Colleen Banya.
Oogie Boogie, what's the noogie?
I'm trying to get to my comment. He's going over to read us. There it is.
It's
not a robust zombie. No, that's me. It said it. Yeah.
It was not a robust zombie.
No, I said robot. Robot.
Oh,
No,
robot?
Yes, a robot. What is going on here? I just want to see the
I'm
comments.
looking very fluffy
Why
tonight.
can't I see the comment?
I'm looking
Swipe
fluffy.
to reveal
floofy?
comment reaction.
Yeah, floofy.
Swipe what? Swipe where? Oh, there we go.
Do stand up
Okay.
in the near future. I don't know, Trey. I'm doing a play in Clemson, so probably not for a while.
Doing a play in Clemson?
In Clemson, you say?
You're going to be a sugar plum fairy, aren't you?
No, I'm Fred.
It's a plum,
Fred.
not a plump fairy.
No,
It's a
I said sugar plum fairy, not a sugar plump fairy.
It sounded like you said sugar plump fairy, and
I'd actually like to see that.
You know,
why?
I'm kind of happy with that. I'm playing Fred Scrooge, which is Uncle Scrooge's nephew, Fred.
Are we talking DuckTales or are we talking about?
The Upstate Pulse
that's what I
presents
said as well.
the real sports news.
It's still real to me, damn it!
It's time for the Wrestling Report.
Just found out that our broadcast is muted in certain countries where Meta does not have music.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I mean,
all right.
that's acceptable in the
But
80s.
we're using whitelisted music, so I don't know why. But anyway, okay, fine. Whatever.
Albania. It just really
Whatever.
doesn't like our
You know
generic
what?
stuff.
You know what? No, I'm not going to say screw you, Albania, because I don't know what their military's like. I mean, I'm guessing there's probably not any
Probably
Albanian
not sizable.
agents here, but there could be KGB. I don't know. All right, it is time for us to talk a little wrestling.
Wrestling.
Now I know that that not everybody's a wrestling fan, so we're gonna get to this pretty quick because here's what we do. All right, so Odie,
yes, sir.
doesn't know anything about wrestling.
Not even
really.
slightly.
Cameron does, but not as much as some other people. So there is tonight at 8:00. Like maybe watch it delayed because we want you to listen to this show. Although you can listen to the show and watch
Don't
wrestling,
tell them.
especially if Seth Rollins is coming out, which would take like 35 minutes for him to get out to the ring while people are chanting.
See, that's the thing. Like, I mean, if it starts at
"Whoa."
8:00, it's probably not going to really start until 9:00
Yeah,
like,
something like that.
after we go off the air.
Mhm.
So everybody
Yes.
can just stay.
All right, so
Yeah.
Rob Brown and I have already picked them, but I will pick again for this audience, so you guys know. And the loser will face the Nerf wall. Now, the Brock Lesnar of this program, his streak went down last week.
Mm-hmm.
Give me
And,
the Undertaker.
Yes. Well, yeah. You're
I got
the
Brock
Undertaker.
Lesnar.
See, I told you he had some wrestling knowledge. He just corrected me.
That's a wrestling boy.
He just corrected me right
I
there.
just want the metaphor to stick correctly.
Okay. All right. So here we go. He just wants to be Undertaker.
Metaphorically.
He wants to be Undertaker. I don't blame him.
I just gave him the eyes.
Speaking of which, Undertaker is going to actually show up on NXT because NXT is going head to head with AEW next Tuesday. That should be
Ooh.
interesting. John Cena is going to be there, and the
Dun,
Wise
dun,
Man.
dun, dun.
Look, he does know some wrestling because he knew what John Cena's theme song was. All right, let's get to the first match. There's only 5 matches. This should not take long. The LWO is going up against Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. So Bobby Lashley's trying to turn the Street Profits heel, but also putting some class to them. They're wearing suits. The Angelo Dawkins looking good. You knew Tez would look good.
Yeah.
But Angelo, is a little sturdy. I mean, he's stocky. Looks good in his suits.
Aren't we all?
Well, not everybody. Matthew isn't,
No.
but he's studying. So
studying.
yeah. All right. So LWO versus Bobby Lashley and Street Profits. I will let you know. The leader of the LWO is Rey Mysterio Jr. So anyway, who you got, Cameron? LWO or Lashley and the Street Profits?
Lashley and the Street Profits.
All right. Odie, that's your name.
That's me. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm that Odie guy.
You, the Irishman.
Yeah, London. I think I'm going to go with WO.
So you keep going. That was hilarious, but you just got
Even slightly.
Yeah, all right. You're going LWO.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Lowo.
Yes. All right. So
Whoa.
I will tell you that I also went with Lashley and the Street Profits, and so did Rob. All right. So that means Odie is on an island with that one. So the next match
Came from an island?
is that's true. It's a place that you used to call home and probably still do. Damian Priest and Finn Balor, who are the current undisputed tag team champions, are going up against Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. So Odie,
Yes.
Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. So you're going with going with the Judgment Day, which is, because Finn Balor's from Ireland.
Yeah.
And we've discussed that
Yes, we
before,
have.
and you remember that. You remember all the Irish dudes.
But I represent Finn Balor, so
Do you? Okay.
Well, I represent every Irish person apparently.
Yeah, well, Finn Balor is a
What
demon.
about Becky Lynch?
It's a Balor demon.
Is she Irish?
Yes.
Well, then I represent her.
There are a lot of Irish people wrestling.
What about Sheamus?
Well, you see, me and Sheamus, we had a dispute with each other, and he claimed that he was whiter than me, like he's transparent and I'm semi-transparent.
I think he wins.
He wins.
Yeah, he wins that one. So
That's one man that I know is definitely whiter than I am.
Yes.
That's
whiter than
saying
everybody.
something.
Yes.
Sheamus gets wrapped in tinfoil after every fight.
Probably true. All right. Judgment Day or Cody and Jey Uso, Cameron?
I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes.
All right. And Rob also went with Cody Rhodes. I went with Judgment Day and Finn Balor. So no. This is a no country station. All right. The next match is a women's triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. And it is between the current champion Io Sky, Asuka, and my friend Charlotte Flair. So Cameron, who you got? Io Sky, Asuka, or Charlotte Flair?
Io Sky.
Okay. Odie, who you got?
Oscar Flair.
No, Asuka and Flair are two different people.
Well, then we go with Oscar.
Okay. All
There you
right.
go.
All right. That's cool. So
I'm learning.
Cameron and Rob both went with Io Sky. Odie went with Asuka, and I went with my friend Charlotte Flair.
Islands in the stream.
Watch me and
That
Rob
is
die.
Okay. Well, speaking of stream, let me jump in here really quick.
Go for it.
Trey says Roman Reigns takes more time to get to the ring than Seth Rollins. Dude, you need to count it out.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets to the ring, but the crowd chanting takes just as long.
Channing Tatum?
Let's see. Gambit. Mark says NXT is stacked for Tuesday competing with AEW. It definitely is. Let's see. Mark says Lashley and Street Profits, they're a new heel faction. They're working on that. And Mark also says, normally I'd pick Judgment Day, but I think Jay will end up defending those titles against his brothers. Asuka takes the title. Okay. We got two more matches. John Cena.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Stick Odie down for John Cena.
And LA Knight. Yeah. I'm not going to yell. Versus the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. So you already said you're going with Cena.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, because he knows who that is.
I
So,
know.
Cameron, Cena and LA Knight or the Bloodline?
There are no titles on the line, right?
No, they don't have titles.
I'm going to go with the Bloodline.
Okay, so Cameron goes with the Bloodline. Rob Brown went with Cena and LA Knight, and I went with the Bloodline because they've been down a little bit, and there's this thing that I don't like, and it's bad wrestling and bad wrestlers who are popular just because of their catchphrase. And I may use that catchphrase a bunch over on the other show. Yeah. But LA Knight's not a good wrestler, and you guys are just overlooking it. I can't handle when you overlooking botching. Okay. If you are basically a mainstay on Botchmania, you're not a good wrestler, and LA Knight is not a good wrestler. All right. And finally,
coincidentally, if John Cena happens to be listening to this,
yeah,
which he could be, because I mean, he probably does listen. So, John, if you ever wanted to come on to my podcast, the Odin Fitzgerald podcast, you're more than welcome. Just saying it.
Back when X was Twitter and there was verification, John Cena followed me on Twitter. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yes, and I've had Sting respond to something that I put on Twitter, and not the bass player, but the wrestler. So Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. Now, Odie, do you know what a last man standing match is?
Yeah, I assume it's when you have the last man kind of standing.
Yeah. So what it is there's a 10 count and the other guy can't get up, so you win.
All right.
And it's for the championship, and it's no disqualification, so anything goes. And Seth Rollins apparently has a bad back. So, Odie, Seth Rollins or Shinsuke Nakamura?
Well, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins because I, too, have a bad back.
All right. And he is the current champion. And
there you go. You see?
And his song is over more than he is, in my opinion. All right, Cameron. Seth Rollins or Shinsuke Nakamura?
Shinsuke, because ever since he stole pancakes from the New Day, it was...
Yeah, that was really fun. We got to see that live.
Day.
By the way, Monday Night Raw coming to the Well in just 3 weeks, I think. And well, we should be there. And hoping to talk Odie into going also, so he can get his first WWE experience.
But
yeah. Well, you never know. You got time to think about it.
I would go.
Okay,
I need to talk to my director and
okay.
say,
No, I got you. You can bring your director with you.
Yeah. No, I'm not on about the wife.
Oh,
she would go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
About the director.
An actual director. Also, it
Yes.
wasn't. Okay, so
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Oh, we thought that was a joke about your wife.
Yeah. Okay. So Odie
she is the boss.
Is about to be in a play. So
Yeah.
I will tell you that Rob and myself both took Shinsuke Nakamura. So there you go. Now the loser will face the Nerf wall. Now, Cameron technically is safe unless there's a tie. If there's a tie, then we go through the tie-breaking process, which is how he lost last time.
Yes, he did.
So he does have the possibility.
Does not favor me.
So he does have the possibility.
If we don't roll a 20-sided dice, you should be fine.
I thought that thing had 24 sides.
I love Stop it. I love D&D so much, but it betrayed me last time.
It betrayed you like the dice thrower you are.
All right.
Everything that I love hurts me.
We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do some flaccid stories.
Ooh, flaccid.
You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Can't see the stupid comments. They're good comments, by the way. But I don't have that for you. So last week we were it was just Odie and I was talking about some old memories of me with Hawk and Tom. And Tom was on there commenting, and I didn't see the comments. So, because,
we should be doing it.
Mark says LA Knight is a good ring worker, not great IMO. WWE likes him for his mic work, which is better than most of the locker room. He does have good mic work, and he's got a couple catchphrases. He's been, told that, well, you're just copying The Rock and you're copying, I don't care about that. If it works, it works. I just want you to be a good wrestler. That's what I want.
Someone in the audience, I can say, yeah. Would you consider that a jig?
Yeah.
See, I'm hearing.
Is it an Irish jig?
I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me.
Do I have to make the sound of a dolphin?
No, I'm thinking gopher, a dancing gopher. Yeah, okay.
The gopher in Caddyshack made the sound of a dolphin.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's been a while. I don't think Cameron's ever seen Caddyshack.
I haven't seen it all the way.
You should watch Caddyshack.
I've seen some things with like Rodney Dangerfield in it.
Well, yeah. Al Cervic, I believe, was his name.
I got a couple of. Well, I got.
You got some text? Okay.
I got one that I don't think I can read.
Okay.
That's always fun.
But I've got one that I can read.
Let me peruse.
You peruse. Second one there.
Let's get him by our censor.
Yeah, so I don't think I can read that one.
Yeah. Probably not.
I was about to say, good litmus test is if Odie is unsure about it.
Yeah, well, no. He's careful.
No. I mean, that's.
I do have a dicky stomach.
That was a hint. How much time do I have?
You're all right. Well, you've got 2 minutes. You got 2.5 minutes.
You have the intro, the flaccid intro. See, that's not.
That's why I'm standing up every now and again, because No, I could have had something that didn't like me.
I don't know how old it is though. So
What is it?
It's like digest. No, I don't know. I don't know.
If it's,
You probably
Let's
should know.
not poison Odie.
I'm gonna throw that away. Yeah, because I don't know how old that is.
it's not kill Odie.
You know, it might be time to update the old bag. What is this?
This is a year
I'm all right
old
when I
medicine
stand.
bag.
No, here, I'm good, man. I'm okay when I stand up.
This is an acid reducer, but I don't know if that.
Nah.
Works. Yeah, I need to go through and get rid of some of this stuff.
I could hug you really tight.
I have a lot of
I wouldn't
hats.
do that.
Squeeze you
I
out.
wouldn't do
Because I
that.
like hats. And my
Hats?
daughter got me this like years ago. So
You got a Fallout bag.
so I carry it with me everywhere.
It's Vault-Tec approved.
It is.
Need a good medical bag in the apocalypse? Think Vault-Tec.
They give me stuff and I keep it like
Think
this.
of all that.
Batman ring. It used to have like color in it, but I rubbed it out. Someone commented about this the other day, how we're playing a California Psychics commercial.
Well, they should have seen it coming.
Yeah. Not us. We're not psychics.
Psychos?
That's more plausible. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Far better. Run away. I'll probably get flagged for poor singing. Yeah, that's parody.
We're getting double.
That's
We're
what it
getting
is.
double
phrasing.
flagged.
Yes, phrasing is really important. It really is.
We do it so well, Viper. We're the
I don't
kings of
think they
phrasing.
sandbag Trey. He makes some mistakes, dude. That's not. Yes, we were doing a gaming segment later, but we will probably not be talking about Zelda because none of us have played it.
That's Steven that's obsessed with that.
You're right.
And now, putrid, stupid, stinky stories with Flaccid Patrick. Do not go in and seek it.
All right, welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Yeah, I know Patrick's no longer here, but he's always here. I mean, he's still alive. He's just doing another job, but
He's moved on.
Yes, he's
to a different career.
He's moved on to a different career, but he was all right. So back in the day,
That just said seepage.
yes, it did, because there are words that really bothered Patrick, and in fact, there are pictures to prove it. Maybe even in our intro, I think so, of Patrick ended up being underneath the desk because we did this thing where I did this thing where I tried to make him throw up. And one time it was really close. And then I realized the error of my ways, because if he threw up, the show's over.
Yeah.
And someone would have to clean it up.
Yeah.
And then someone would have to take the blame.
Yeah.
And it would have been me. So
That's what Dad realized.
yeah.
There are consequences for the actions I'm trying to take.
Yeah. It was
Consequences.
because there's a
for my
thing. I love Patrick. I really do. I still do. And always will. But I thought, how real is this? He's just playing along. It's just a work. It's just a radio thing until I heard it. And I was like, okay, never mind.
It's real.
It's real. We're done with this. Like, like the microwave pork rinds and things like that.
But do you know some
so.
people will actually vomit if they hear
Yeah. So don't do that.
So don't do.
So here we go. Let us talk about today's Flaccid story. Custom agents seized and destroyed a box of giraffe poop at a Minnesota airport after a woman brought the feces to the U.S. from Kenya, officials said Thursday.
of everything you could bring back from Kenya,
Yeah, well,
some giraffe poop.
there might be some
So would you
other
call this
stuff.
an X-poop?
You could.
Ah.
The Iowa woman was selected for inspection on September 29th by agricultural specialists from the customs agency, and she told them she was in possession of giraffe feces. She planned to use the giraffe excrement. She planned to use the giraffe excrement to make a necklace, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. So, like everyone does, she got giraffe poo and she's going to make a necklace out of it. Now, locally, we just go to the zoo and say, hey, can I have your giraffe feces?
No.
And then
You
you go to the jockey lot in Anderson and you sell the feces.
You're saying, we would normally just go to the zoo and say, can I have some of your giraffe
I think they have like an office for that.
fecal matter?
Yes.
And it's just
so
like
feces is it's a It's a word.
No, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I? All right. I'm gonna continue.
The fecal facility.
Go for it.
She planned to use a giraffe. I already said that, to make it as a necklace.
Yeah.
The woman told officials at the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport that she'd used moose droppings to make jewelry in the past.
Hey, a moose,
so she was making a necklace out of moose poo and said, you know what would be even more exotic is if I went and got some giraffe poo. And then she researched and realized that the giraffe poo is like a really large rabbit poo, and said, okay, I can make a necklace out of that. All I got to do is get a needle and some thread. Boom.
I wonder if she figured out, I was like, which poo has the best plasticity?
Well, I'm telling you.
Like, which one packs
By the way,
best?
I invite all of you to look up giraffe poo. Feel free to use your work computer.
Yes.
And so you can see what it looks like. You might even find out the consistency and things like that. All right. The giraffe poop was destroyed via stream sterilization in accordance with United States Department of Agricultural Destruction Protocol. So they have a protocol for destroying.
I am never eating Cocoa Puffs again.
Yeah. But by the way, Scott, back in 8th grade, my buddy James brought some rabbit poo and told a guy named David that it was Cocoa Puffs, and he ate it.
That's evil.
Got through like 3 spoonfuls before David figured out what it was.
Was he cuckoo for them?
David was a large guy, but he was kind of prodding, kind of slow in a couple ways. And so James was able to get away.
I will tell you one thing.
Later on, he picked on my friend Henry, and Henry was a Golden Gloves boxer, and it was bad.
I will tell you one thing, though. If we're talking about looking up different types of poop, then they need to look up wombat poop. No, don't tell them. Go and look up wombat.
Okay,
poop.
like I know what that. I got more to the story. We're getting sidetracked with wombats, man. Because
have you met us before?
Yeah. Well, no, not.
Straight lines don't work.
Yeah. No one's introduced me.
We only move in curves.
There's from A to W.
All right. So United States Department of Agricultural Destruction Protocol. There is a real danger with bringing fecal matter into the U.S. CBP's Chicago field director, LaFonda D. Sutton Burke. She's hyphenated, and her first name is LaFonda. I don't know if she was on Napoleon Dynamite or not. So LaFonda
Dynamite
said in a statement that this person had entered the U.S. and had not declared these items. There's a high possibility a person could have contracted a disease from this jewelry and developed serious health issues. I don't know LaFonda, but in my mind, that's how she talks. All right. The agency said Kenya is currently affected with African swine fever, classical swine fever. So there's a difference between African swine fever and classical swine fever. Newcastle disease, which I don't know what that is, foot and mouth disease, and the worst one of all, swine vesicular disease. All right, people. By the way,
vesicular or vesticular?
It says vesicular. So I don't. I may have to do with your veins and not what you're thinking of. All right. So, and I highlighted this part because this is really important. Yeah. We're nearly done with this.
Yeah. Thank God.
People are permitted to bring feces from ruminant animals into the U.S. if they obtain a veterinary services permit. So if Odie goes back home to Ireland and he decides what's an animal in Ireland that we don't have here?
A badger.
Okay. All right. I don't think that's true, but I mean, I think we have badgers. True. I think we have badgers.
An Irish badger.
Hedgehogs.
Okay. We have hedgehogs here, I believe.
Leprechauns.
Okay. All right. So there we go. All right. So that's indigenous to Ireland.
Yes, 100%.
And unless they stowed away on a ship or something, I don't think they're actually here.
No.
Lucky Charms is not real. So anyway, so if Odie were to go and get some leprechaun poo and was going to bring it back into the United States, he would go to the veterinary service. He would get a veterinary service permit. The woman who was carrying the giraffe feces won't face sanctions because she declared the feces and surrendered it to custom officials. According to
she declared her feces.
She could have
faced. This is my giraffe poop.
She could have faced a penalty of $300 to $1,000 if she tried to sneak the excrement past the agents at the airport. So, Okay, so
My name.
I have an additional question.
My name is Odie the Poop Sneaker.
if you've ever learned
I'm the poop
anything from
smuggler.
this show at all, because we are here to educate. If you are going overseas or to Canada and you want to come back and you want to bring feces,
Declare
make
it.
sure you declare your feces.
Declare your poop.
So hello, my name is Lonzo. I'm declaring moose feces. And I'm going to make necklaces. She made necklaces out of moose feces. And she was going to make them out of kangaroo feces. And the thing is, it would show up on Etsy and someone would buy it. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse.
Was it like in a crate or something?
No, stop. We're moving. We're just.
There are pictures.
We're just-
No, there are pictures.
Just gonna.
If you want to look it
Upstate
up, you'll
Pulse.
see the pictures. This is the Upstate Pulse
Lonzo's
right here
here.
on News Talk 98.9
Yeah.
WRD. The place to declare your feces.
Yeah. Just. No.
Seepage, Odie. Seepage.
You know, I'm not just.
You're right, Scott. It does put a new spin on the pot of gold. Absolutely does.
This is the pot of gold.
What a crappy segment. Absolutely.
You see.
Wait. Scott says wombat poop is cube shaped.
Yes, it is.
So how? Oh.
No, they do it
Oh,
fine.
oh,
They
no.
do it fine.
Do they? Do they
Yeah, they
have square?
I was about to ask: are the
square cavities?
Well, you
the
can
output
use
square?
can you use the real word for it. Sphincter?
Yeah. Well, we're on. Yeah, you could say that here.
A square sphincter.
Yeah, I suppose.
You got a square sphincter?
Could it be rectangular?
Right.
Yeah. Squatch
Yeah,
poop.
do that.
There you go. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think you have to declare.
What's the next one that's coming up?
I don't think you have to declare squatch poop because Squatch lives in North Carolina during the summer and comes to South Carolina and Georgia during the winter, which means
my God.
they're about to. Did you look up the giraffe?
Yeah.
Or did you look up the wombat?
No.
Yeah, I'd already seen the picture. That's
Why
why.
is there a shell in there?
Oh well, he ate something. I don't know.
Oh, was this a giraffe by the shore?
I don't know. Maybe
See, I'm not disgusted by the fact that it was giraffe poop. I'm just disgusted that we
that
made an entire.
someone decided. You know what? I'm gonna make a feces necklace.
Why does the cabin smell so badly?
All right, I will tell you. Someone close to me had
What are we going back into?
had gallstones, and afterwards they asked if we wanted to keep the gallstones, and I'm like, why?
No.
And they said some people make jewelry out of it.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just like,
No.
Do you want me to
why?
come back with anything in particular?
how much time we
A
got?
smile.
Loads of
Come
time.
back with a smile.
Nah, come back regular because we're gonna talk some Ahsoka and Loki.
Okay.
Ahsoka.
I get it's nasty, but I can only picture the reaction that Patrick would have had for that segment, and
I think that would have did him.
it might have. See, here's the difference though. Patrick had to read those stories,
Yeah.
which made it worse. Which made it worse.
You wonder why he left.
No, come on.
Well,
No,
poopies.
that's a good question, Viper. I don't know. Does she disclose that these? That's probably a selling point, though. It's probably a selling point. This is made out of the finest Kenyan giraffe poop, and I made this poop like hearts.
That's some hearty poop. Hearty poop.
Okay, Scott. Yeah, I would guess that would be kind of expensive. Cameron has bought some exotic dice before. Would you buy that dice?
Probably not.
Okay, all right.
Someone made a set of D&D dice out of walrus.
Also, I had no idea that was a part of a walrus's anatomy.
We can only guess. I mean, because
Typically, they don't have them in that.
I mean, that could be a lot of things. The P,
You think so?
pelvic bone. By the way, it could be could be
Well,
pelvic.
he wouldn't have put asterisks.
Well,
in there.
maybe like he leaned on his keyboard. It happens. I know you'd have to push the caps button to make it work, but still.
There are 4. Okay, pelvic could actually fit in there, but still.
Yes, Trey.
How many 5
I've seen it in
P
the
words
flesh.
do you know?
Would you really say seen it in the flesh? I've seen it in real life.
Okay, why?
'Cause I
Hey,
was in-
listen, this is a psychic commercial again.
Why is it still playing?
I can only imagine the complaints that we get over the spot. But
Well, that ain't real.
Do y'all want to hear it?
No. And that's what I thought. It's not a local spot.
No.
It's
Is it an Odyssey spot?
all right. That's the thing I was trying not to say.
Oh, scratch that from the record.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm sorry.
All right, welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron having a blast on Saturday night. Hey, if you're going out tonight, you might want to take a light jacket. I'm saying maybe a quarter zip, maybe a windbreaker, something like that.
Nope. Not even slightly.
Because you're not used to the cooler weather around these parts. Unlike
around these parts.
Odie, who's from a tropical island where it's always hot
in the sun,
and it's the sun is always shining, especially in the winter.
The sun always shines on Odie. Hold me.
All right, so if you want to be a part of the show, text line is 71307. Especially, I want to ask this question: would you wear a necklace made of poo?
Nope.
Or have you? And
Nope.
if so, what kind? And send Odie a picture on Facebook.
Oh, no,
'Cause
Odie doesn't mind.
He really wants to know what it looks like. He does.
I don't mind in the slightest. I'm just
the
kinda
poo
like-
jewelry. So how do you accentuate the poo jewelry? I mean,
Earrings.
do you paint it? Do you leave it its natural color?
Earrings.
Yeah, probably earrings would work.
Well, you need an earthy palette.
You could make a tongue stud.
Oh, why didn't I think about that? What
about nose rings?
Or a nose ring so you can always smell the giraffe. So,
you can always smell Kenya. That's what it is.
all right. Dave says, I will be opening my windows and putting the fans on tonight.
No.
This is beautiful weather. If I did that, I'd get sick because I can't handle fans. I'm just a nerd.
Is that why you always tell them to go away?
All right. I'm just going to say this. Scott says most mammals do have a bone there. I'm going to leave it there. All right. So
on the Flaccid text line,
Thank you.
A lovely Flaccid text came in to me. Says, I'm like Odie. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I miss the days of dusty roads. Did y'all have a dusty roads that was different to our dusty roads?
I've heard the story.
Who is your
Dusty
Dusty
Rhodes is
Rhodes?
a wrestler.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
The American Dream.
Who went through hard times, Daddy. And he is, and he's no longer with us, but his son, Cody Rhodes, is with us. His son, Dustin Rhodes, is also with us.
Oh, okay. See, the dusty roads I used to know was, you're listening to Longwave Radio 252. My name is Dusty Rhodes. Coming up in the next 45 minutes, I'm going to give you a chance to win 1,000
By the way,
Irish pounds.
No. We're not. You don't have a chance to win 1,000
Irish pounds.
Irish pounds.
This was a bit.
No.
That was a bit.
by
Yeah,
Odie.
but listen,
Yeah.
people hear what they want to hear, and then suddenly, like, he just said on the radio that we can win.
Oh, yeah, but we're not,
win-
though.
Yeah. So
I'm doing a bit.
we here at the Upstate
is an
Pulse
old
and
bit.
Odyssey of Greenville do not
Condone Longwave Radio 252.
well, no, we are we're in for all our brothers and sisters who are on the airwaves.
But they're not open anymore. Longwave Radio shut down 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
gone. Like,
All right.
so if you have any complaints, go to Longwave Radio Atlantic 252. But
So
yeah,
it's
that's
gone
where
like
Dusty Road-
Tuesday.
All right. So
Yeah.
Ahsoka
It's with the
ended.
wind.
That was Dusty Roads.
Ahsoka ended.
Oh, he's talking about.
Yes, I'm trying to segue into what I teased that we were going to talk about. Rein it in. Ahsoka's final episode
I fell off a
of the
segue
season.
once.
Yeah. Face planted. It was ugly. He's never recovered entirely. Ahsoka's final episode happened Tuesday night, and Cameron and I were having discussions while we were watching it, and I said, okay, we're about to spoil, by the way. If you don't want to be spoiled, that means you haven't watched it yet, and I don't understand why you haven't watched it yet, because it just happened, and like 4 or 5 days ago. So some people are left stranded in the galaxy far, far away.
Yes.
And I thought they all were going to get stranded, but the worst person to actually make it back to the galaxy is the one who made it. And so there's that. It was good to see Sabine start to use force powers. And I've seen complaints.
Spoiler.
I've seen complaints from people about, well, why did she just suddenly start? When did Luke start using his powers? That's
after he got some training.
Right. That's all I got to say. So all you people, well, in the original Star Wars, in the original Star Wars, Luke didn't show any aptitude for the Force
or interest,
as far as we know. Now there may be some books.
He wanted to give up.
There may be some other stuff,
canon,
but we don't know if he showed any aptitude for the Force. From what my understanding is, he did not, and so because of that, Obi-Wan was able to tap into that and teach him how to use the Force. So the fact that she did not know how to do it is no big deal. So the uber nerds, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Latent Force abilities did not just show up in the new set of movies that you guys don't like. And I get it. I get you don't like that, but that's not where that showed up at. It's not.
Yeah, but when did Rey get her Force powers?
That's what I'm talking about. Some people were upset about that all of a sudden now the fact that she knew how to use some stuff without training could have been a little bit of luck.
Yeah, she was Force strong. But then again, I mean, we know who her granddad was.
Yes, we do. But the biggest thing other than Ezra Bridger, who loved that character, man.
Oh, he's awesome.
The actor who played Ezra did a really good job. All the actors I think are really good, but the standout actor was Ray Stevenson, playing Baylan Skoll. He stood out in the entire thing, and he's one of those guys you watch and you're like, man, I've seen him in something else. And yes, you have, because he was in a lot of stuff. Well, he recently passed away. I think it was a couple months ago, but the end of Ahsoka is open-ended, so that means it's open for possibly a season 2, unless they tie it into the Filoni movie, which they possibly could. But he was there on that planet seeking something, and he's one of the last guys you see. So now people are wondering if he's going to be replaced. I think they have to replace him.
They do.
They absolutely do.
And I mean, I'll do it if they want. I'll have to dye the beard gray.
All right. So you've got some competition, though. Yeah, according to a lot of different stories, here are the people or popular candidates to replace him. Liev Schreiber. I don't know if you know Liev Schreiber, but he's my pick, by the way. Russell Crowe, Gerard Butler, or Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I could see Gerard Butler doing it.
Yeah, but see, I also think out of all of them, Liev Schreiber looks the most like Ray Stevenson.
Agreed, and he has similar build
and eyebrows, and I think he could pull it off. They put the beard on him. I think he could pull it off. Russell Crowe, while gaining weight, and did play who did he play? Odin?
Gladiator?
No, not Odin.
Zeus.
Played Zeus in the last Thor movie.
I really hated him in Zeus, or as Zeus.
I thought it was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, but he was French.
Yeah, well, sometimes we are.
Zeus was not French. Zeus was Greek.
How do you know?
Because I was
there. Did you meet Zeus?
Yes.
Are you a current member of the Pantheon?
I met
Olympus
Zeus
often.
He ain't a good guy.
All right. So anyway, that's my pick.
I was there, man.
My pick is Liev Schreiber. I hope he's the one who gets it. All right. Next hour, we've got some signs of impending apocalypse. We have a new category that I can't believe, or segment that we haven't done before. We also have Ask Odie, talking some video games, Nerd Roundtable, and so much more. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD. And we are continuing during the top of the hour during the news. Go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. And we're there.
We are there.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
We're not going to give it to you, though.
X will.
By the way, Mark, that's not how you spell Zeus. But yeah, I know. We know.
Yeah, see.
I'm
with Mark.
He didn't seem French to me.
Me and Mark.
But you've been to France, so I guess that makes you the expert on France.
You're our French liaison.
Yes.
Sacre bleu. Allez, la bleu. The only dealings I've had with France.
Where's the baguette?
There's the baguette.
Could be Scott, but it wasn't identified as that. Because even young Anakin, think about it, he had those skills too. But and you know what? It may even just be hereditary from his dad without it being being a Force thing. It probably is.
I do think that Scott is right, but some people have more of an aptitude for the Force than others. Because the other thing that Hu Yang said to Sabine was like, "You have the worst like ability to connect to the Force I've ever seen." He didn't say it wasn't there though.
But he didn't train Luke, and Luke could have been the worst ever.
I disagree. The other thing you got to keep
doesn't
in
mean
mind
right
is,
just because you disagree with me. But anyway,
oh, true.
It's something we'll never know because.
Well, the other thing with that as well is you got to keep in mind it was the first movie.
Shameless plug.
Is that
Dave
the
wants to go to
Odrin
24
Fitzgerald
hours of Le
podcast?
Mans.
That is the Odrin Fitzgerald
Yeah,
podcast.
it's you know how you get more traction out of it if you mention it on the air.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just going to let these guys know as well.
Okay, all right. Could have also just like shared it or something.
I will share it.
Yeah, okay.
Just gonna put it there for a minute.
Who are the Le Mans? And what are they doing?
Le Mans is the man. The men's.
The
Le
men's?
Mans is the men's.
We're going to France to see the men's.
Those men's just
Le Mans
drive round
is
and
a
round and
24-hour.
round. I know what Le Mans is.
Le Mans.
I know what Le Mans.
Le Mans. The only dealings I've had with France.
I'm a sports guy.
I'm blurry. Hold on till I get my focus back on.
You probably shouldn't do that in your current state.
Yeah,
that could be a bad thing. You may have to leave the room for a while.
You might hear a slight.
Everything went red. Are you red-handed?
Why am I blurry?
Stare it in the face.
Wow,
that's
He's got
horrifying.
the eyeballs.
See, I think it's blurry now because I took my glasses off.
Oh no, you are blurry.
All right,
But-
so have the tin foil theme ready, and we're going to get into that.
Yeah, but we're going to come back in with hour 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So have it ready like in 3 or something. Should I have said at the ready?
At the ready, number 2.
There we go. Which means be prepared. It would be yeah. You know, I get it. Clever. Dude, I don't know. I mean, you could take yourself down and then bring yourself back up. You could take your camera off and then bring the camera back in the settings. Go into your settings. Yeah, do that. You know why you're having a problem?
Why?
Because you're delayed.
Hey, Dad, I think something's
He says he will not run again for speaker. Another chance
Have you
for
gotten
Loki
up
to be billionaires again.
No, I'm good, man. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
$1 billion Powerball game. Fox's Evan Brown talks to some.
Oh, you're clear now.
You buy Powerball tickets yet?
Ah,
Do if you win.
put me back.
What are you?
Put me back.
Everybody's talking at me. Oh yeah, the only dealing, as I said, I've had with France is when I was driving through it to go somewhere else, and I got pulled over literally straight away.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told us about this.
I was on a motorcycle and they just pulled me over straight away, and they just weren't nice to me.
Well, the French don't like fun.
I mean, they do. I've known some French people, and
You're just not allowed to have
are
fun.
really nice.
Odie, let me make my broad generalizations.
Okay.
It's my right as an American citizen.
Yeah, I know, but I'm representing something else, and I have to say that everybody's nice. Everybody's awesome.
Scott, that actually makes a lot of sense. It's just nobody likes the people in the cities.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, a lot of people in the cities don't like the people in the cities, which is typically why they leave them.
Oh no!
What'd you do, Odie?
I had all that time where I could have done this. I didn't do it.
I can't keep doing this. Dad, Goku. No, okay.
I don't think we can pull that off.
Oh, it's made out of foam.
No, I mean, because you'd have to be really precise. No, I don't want to break my thing.
That's a good point.
Your
It
fingers
would break
are,
against
my
my
fingers
finger.
are too strong. Yeah.
Okay, are you going to save in time?
Did you just start another one?
Mm-hmm.
And did you hit record on the other one? Doesn't matter if it saves. In...
Also, that reminds me, I completely obliterated his. Never mind.
Why is there a stop set there?
Because you do that a lot. But, I mean, but you fixed it. No one would have known, but you said
I know.
it. I mean, welcome into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here, and Odie and Cameron. Just in case you're just tuning in for the 8 o'clock hour and you're still stuck in traffic coming back from Clemson. That's some sad news. A realization. Odie wasn't in the room, so he doesn't know this. But it appears like the 6 o'clock hour was sold.
It was sold.
Yes. So because I heard paid programming, and that would mean no third hour. But I don't know how long it's going to exist. I mean, I'll still ask anyway. But chances are we're just 2 hours. I was hoping to get the third hour back, but I don't know now. I don't know. But hopefully we get it. If
bring back our third hour to us.
Well, there are some of you who've been listening who've never heard the third hour.
Just gonna do it this way because I can't do it that way.
We have been around for going on 9 years, which is pretty cool. All right, this hour we are going to, in just a moment, we're going to do a new segment, but we are also going to do an Ask Odie segment. So get ready. In the next segment will be Ask Odie. If you have some questions for Odie, and he will ask them because he is the expert above all experts when it comes to the island of Ireland, because that's where he's from. In case you didn't know that, that's where he's from. All right. Also, make sure you check out our sponsor, Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. Check this out. While you're there, you know what you can do? You can go ahead and get tickets for South Carolina Comic-Con Junior, which is Sunday, October 29th, 11 to 6 p.m. Costs you $15 to get in. Also, if you got kids, if you got multiple kids, let's say you have a whole gaggle, or let's say you have like octuplets. Well, if you have octuplets, all of them can get in if they're under 12 for free.
Does that constitute a gaggle?
I don't know. As far as I don't know how many
measure is a gaggle.
I don't know.
Something to do with gooses.
It has to do with geese. It does.
Would you say geese or gooses?
I would say geese. But maybe they say gooses in Ireland.
Why did you go?
Yeah. So anyway, you can.
Why did you say gooses?
Why did you say gooses?
So if you've ever wanted to go to a Comic-Con, South Carolina Comic-Con Junior is your place, because it is a smaller Comic-Con. It's a little more intimate. It's not like the big one that happens in the summer. So you have less space. You can go in, check it out, and go, wow, this is really cool. I can't wait for the summer for the big one. So the cool part is, though, you go in, let's say you're online and you're looking at stuff and you go, man, that looks awesome. I would love to buy that, but I'm afraid if I buy that and it comes to my abode, it will be not what I thought it was. Well, if you go to South Carolina Comic-Con Junior, there will be many vendors there. There's also artists there who will draw right in front of you and get their stuff signed. There will be guests, including Billy Gunn from AEW and formerly of WWE, and was in a lot of things, including Billy and Chuck, and a little thing called DX. He was in that. So you can
we got
X.
Yes, so you can check out him at South Carolina Comic-Con Junior. So like I said, only $15. It is on October 29th from 11 to 6 p.m. Please come and check it out.
We'll be there.
Yes, we will.
Come and say hello to us.
Yeah, come up and say hi. Don't expect a long conversation from me. Cameron will talk to you forever. Odie will talk to you to a point where eventually
you don't want to talk to
eventually
Odie.
You'll be like, man, I wish you'd stop. I just want to move on. I see that thing.
Hi, we're his talkers.
I would like to go over and buy that before someone else does, but he just won't stop. And
Odie, just stop talking to me, man.
So just walk away. I mean, it'll work. It'll work. So check that out.
Walk away.
All right.
Away.
Let us do a brand new segment called Tinfoil Time.
I think there are certain questions about certain aspects of certain parts of this situation that require an evaluation about whether or not this is or is not a valid.
I dare you to produce one credible source about this.
Uh-oh, dead air.
This information cannot leave this room, okay?
Is that a real thing? Because that does not sound like a real thing.
It's a real thing.
I knew it. Okay, do you see that one coming?
All right, so believe it or not, I don't think we've ever really talked about certain conspiracies here on the Upstate Pulse. I mean, we'll dabble here and there, but we've never went, okay,
Never went hardcore.
this is because, and so anyway,
touched off it every now and again.
mystery objects have fallen from the sky in California. California residents submitted photographs of videos to this certain place. Let's see. Morgan Hill resident Gina Watson shot images of strange white webby objects that fell from my house all the way to work, she said. So here's the thing. There are white objects falling from the sky in California.
Clouds.
It's not cocaine, as far as we know. Here's what the scientists are saying, that they are spider balloons. And they give a lengthy explanation about spiders sometimes create parachutes, and they look like balloons.
Yeah.
Spider troopers.
But there's no spiders in them. The scientists can't figure out. So there are a ton of these little web balloons, but there are no spiders in them. So here is my conspiracy question. We have talked many times on many shows, especially here on WORD. I've been here 23 and a half years. One of the biggest topics ever,
spider balloons,
are chemtrails. All right, so chemtrails have been talked about forever. When you see that blue sky and there's nothing out there, and suddenly the jets are out there making crisscross patterns, and some would say seeding clouds to cause certain things. Others say that they're putting stuff into the atmosphere that then is ingested or taken in by the skin or lands on plant life, and that we're taking it in. So is it a possibility, text line 71307, that these spider balloons are actually leftover residue from chemtrails?
Alonso, as you know, I have my pilot license and I have flown many private jets.
By the way, no, we didn't know that. And
okay.
now I don't know if you're kidding or if you're serious.
No, there's it. And I've flown.
Dr. Odie, tell us.
Is there anything you can't do?
I can't say the word difficult, but there's a lot of things that it did. But
it's profound.
Yeah. As a guy that has flown a few jets, I can neither confirm nor deny the use of chemtrails. I'm just going to put that out there.
All right, Dave. No, it's not giraffe poop because it's too heavy.
It's too heavy. It would fall to the sky, but it would be very fast, and it'd probably turn you into a necklace when it hit you.
Here's the thing: the spiders have developed to the point of where they have their own Wright brothers. It's just this time it's balloons, and they're bad at it.
All right, so you guys are making fun.
Yes,
you guys are making fun of all this stuff, and you're talking about the spiders. There's no spiders in this. Here's the thing. This is my belief.
Spider balloons
this is
real?
My belief that the chemtrails are really what they're saying it is, and that these spider stuff is there are no spiders in it. So what do the spiders disintegrate? Do they die? Do they? I don't know.
Are spider balloons a new weather balloon?
See, when the spider balloons land on you, the spiders are really fast.
All right,
and go into your system.
Anyway, here's what I want to say, and I'm going to say this again: the spider balloons are not the story here. The chemtrails are the story.
Well, that's what I was getting.
The spider balloons are the cover up for the chemtrails. Someone had the wrong consistency with the chemicals that they were spreading over the United States, especially California. And because of the consistency, they got the mix wrong. So the scientists, whoever does, maybe there's a new guy, an intern, I don't know what it was. They got the mixture wrong. And so residue has fallen. And so they sent their version of the Men in Black out to explain what it was. But we know that it's actual chemtrails. No, Chris, and we're not saying that.
That's what had me laughing.
I know it's pretty funny, but Dave says chemtrails are used to affect the weather. That's the thing.
They are. I mean, are they? I mean, what?
I am curious, did it rain in California sometime after? I mean, we could check out weather charts and stuff and find out if after the spider balloons dropped, was there a weather event in California? Did it suddenly rain?
I bet there was.
Do you? Text line 71307. Do you believe in chemtrails, and what do you think they are? Again, this has been a conversation for decades here on this station, and I, for one, take it very seriously. Obviously, everyone else doesn't. I do believe that they're actually doing something because, and they'll give you an explanation of, oh, it's water vapor coming out. Okay. Why doesn't it happen all the time? Well, because of atmospheric conditions, and there's swamp gas
when you're up
and a weather balloon.
When you're up at a certain altitude, your temperature differentiates an awful lot. And what happens is that the condensation that you form that comes, it's the exhaust out of the jet. If you look up, you will see on a Boeing 747, you'll see 4 chemtrails, but it's not actually.
I've
4.
never seen a chemtrail coming out of a Boeing. I've only seen them coming out of a jet. And we have watched them coming. We've watched them doing crisscross patterns across the sky out of these very windows on a clear day. Multiple jets up there doing it. And we don't know what they're up there doing other than the seeding. Yeah, I do believe that Odie may be a shill for the government. He may be a plant because he is trying to dissuade. He's trying to derail. He's trying to take away from what I am trying to point out to the world, at least until the Upstate Pulse.
Is he
Although
a
we do
synth?
go to the world that no. A government shield doesn't have to be a.
Okay.
It's
You
not
just know that no ODs are real. We're like birds.
well, they're definitely not real, but we have a story about them.
Squawk
later.
for me.
All right. So anyway, we'll continue this. If you have an answer of what chemtrails are, and we don't want to hear from scientists, we don't want to hear from government people because you're just going to make stuff up, and we don't believe any of that. We're going to take a break. You are listening to.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's break time. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Odie, I guess we can't comment on the matter. It's making a joke of science backgrounds.
No, I can't comment on it.
See, I get that, Chris, but while she's on her broom, there's multiples up there. So, I mean, I don't know who else is up there. It could be the coven. Dude, I believed you. I mean, I was just kidding. I believe you. I have a ton of family that are pilots.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I could still do it.
Was there an incident?
No. There was a slight incident. I flew into the wrong area and I got grounded.
Yeah, well,
and I can say it. I can say I got grounded because I got grounded, and I just haven't got my license back yet. I didn't get grounded that badly. When I got grounded, I kind of stopped for a while, and then I let my license lapse. So I need to get my license.
Were you flying a MiG when you did it?
I was flying a Gulfstream GL 650.
Also known as a MiG.
Also known as a MiG. Are we coming back with Ask Odie? Or am I going to have it poised and ready?
So what you're saying is you went to the danger zone.
Do what?
Are we coming back with Ask Odie, or am
Sure.
I just going to have it poised and ready?
Let's go with Ask Odie.
And we're going to lead in with the question, did you go to the danger zone? I thought we were just doing Top Gun references.
Do I know? Paper trails.
We'll find out in a second.
Here's the thing: if you guys don't all believe what I'm saying, that makes all of you a part of the government cover-up. I knew I was
now, Chris,
all by myself.
I mean, no. Okay, I got to read this one for a second because I don't know if it's good or bad.
He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since
Yes, I can't read it out.
I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy.
Is it that bad, or he just is broken up?
It was broken up, and I needed.
Oh, okay, all right.
I wish I flew a MiG. I really.
Yeah, probably not. I don't know if I would have.
Or not a MiG, or any fighter
You
jet.
mean in a movie? He
Oh, yeah,
means in a movie, not in
No,
real
I'd
life.
love to fly. I would love to fly a fighter
Would
jet.
love to be in a movie with Tom Cruise getting shot out of the sky.
Me and Tom, we would run. I'd last about 4 seconds and just say, "Just keep going, Tom."
It's just Odie just
keep
in the
going.
background as it's
You got
focusing on Tom.
You got this, Tom. And I'm just getting blurrier and blurrier.
He's a wee little guy though, so I mean it's a lot more steps.
He's
for him to get
a
somewhere.
wee lad.
He's like 4'7" or something.
He's a wee little boy.
4'7".
He's really short. He's getting older, so he shrinks. He's shrinking.
Good point.
He's older than me.
Is he as tiny as
I'm
Jimmy
pretty
Carter
sure he's
now?
older than me. He could be.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, that makes sense, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Viper Dave. I think they're flowers by Irene, aren't they?
Well, don't look at the pretty flowers, Dave.
If they say bro, you might be in trouble.
Hey, bro.
Bro.
Viper Dave, you're a bra. Hey, bra.
If anyone calls you Lenny.
I have never met anyone who actually uses bra.
I have.
Have you?
Well, I was in California once. And,
Okay, all right.
I couldn't tell whether he was being sarcastic or not.
I'm well traveled. What can I say?
All right. It is one of our favorite segments. We're going to run out of stuff eventually, maybe. I don't know. It's Ask Odie. So text line 71307. If there's anything you ever wanted to know about Ireland, Odie is the expert on all things
Irelandian.
Historical or otherwise that have happened in Ireland. If you pick out something that happened, let's say 1692, Odie's your guy. He knows it.
1692. My great grandfather. He he mooned a policeman. So yeah, I got a text.
Wouldn't it be a constable
or a bobby?
Well, I mean, it would have been one of the constabulary.
Okay, yeah.
Was
a
the
constable?
at the time. It wouldn't have been the peeler, or it wouldn't have been. But on the Flaccid text line, I have Odie. Legend has it that if someone kisses the Blarney Stone at Blarney Castle near Cork in Ireland, well, it is actually in Cork, that they will get the gift of the gab. Is it true also that locals relieve themselves on the Blarney Stone? Yes, it is. And yes, it is true that if you do kiss it, you will get the gift of the gab. So
is the gift of gab from the first thing or just from existing?
Relieving themselves upon the stone.
Does that like give it power?
All right. So did you kiss the stone, or did you relieve on the stone, or did you do both?
Both. And that's all we have on the Flaccid text line at the minute.
That is weird. All right. Chris
in the same
asks,
spot?
and I don't know who this is, so I'll just ask, is Cromwell still hated in Ireland?
Yes.
Okay. Who's Cromwell?
Cromwell was a very bad person. He came to Ireland for the English, and he started all of that stuff.
Okay, what is the Irish equivalent of bro?
Macara.
Is it what's that?
My friend?
Okay, but is it used in the way that bro is used? Is it's friendly? It's not.
Sham would be. All right, Sham. How are you doing?
Okay, that sounds like you're calling someone fake.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Because, I mean,
but no, you would. Yeah, Sham would be.
Wow.
How are you, Sham? What's going on? Are you going to get a few beers and get the shift? And that's
okay.
All clean.
Really? Because
where am I getting the shift?
I will translate it. Well, buddy, or hey, brah, are you going to find some young ladies and try and French kiss them?
Okay, so I knew it was something dirty. So that's
not
why
dirty. How is passionately kissing one of your lady friends or male friends, whatever? Look,
I thought French kissing was like less committal.
I don't know. The way it was said, I'm not sure your translation is.
It's 100%.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Scott says, Odie, is it true that many local governments in Ireland have laws on their books to protect and appease fairies and leprechauns?
Yes, 100%. 100%. There is things called fairy forts, fairy rings, and you do not go near them. You don't do anything with them. You don't need to cut the grass inside them because it grows to a certain length and will not grow any further. Don't ask me how or why, but there is some older people who have built their homes between fairy forts They leave both doors, the front door and the rear door, open for the fairies to walk through, and the houses have never been robbed, never been stolen. They don't get cold in the winter. They don't get hot in the summer with the doors left open.
No one's ever stole the house?
Never stole the house.
Well, that's good to know.
All right.
There was an Irish shoplifter found dead under an Ingalls. Go on.
So.
Are you sure it was the fairies?
Yeah, yeah. Fairies are very strong, apparently.
We have a substance in Ireland that's like moonshine, except we call it poaching, and it doesn't play anything to do with any of the stories that we know about Irish people.
All right.
Probably does.
So this normally would be a nerd roundtable question, but I'm going to ask this anyway here because I think it applies in the Ask Cody segment. And by the way, text line 71307, and we have a couple more questions on stream. I'll get to those. So in a no holds barred match, Leprechaun versus Fairy, who wins?
No holds barred.
Yes, that means anything goes.
I'm gonna have to give it to the fairy.
That means magic, all that kind of stuff.
See, they both have magic, but I'm gonna have. No, I'm gonna have to give it to the leprechaun because they're tricky.
See, that's what I was thinking.
They're
conniving. They're kind of
fairies were more tricksy.
No. Fairies would be fairly tricky now, but leprechauns, they're sneaky.
Sneaky.
No, not sneaky. Sneaky is.
No, I said sneaky.
Would it be sneaky?
Yeah, I said sneaky.
No, like snake, like trickstery kind of. They'd snake up behind you and just pull your underwear up over your head kind of thing, and you wouldn't even know what happened.
It's like a hockey fight, except with short people. All right, so Dave,
on the Flaccid text line, before we get Dave, what do Irish say for y'all? Because we don't say y'all, but I think I covered this one. We say ye.
I've been using it. I've been using that all week.
Don't talk about the banshee.
So Chris.
Oh no.
Chris wants the banshee. I'm guessing would be fairies and leprechauns.
The banshee.
When you hear that scream,
the banshee, she doesn't scream. She moans.
Is it a moan? Okay.
It's a moan.
All right.
And I think I have heard the banshee. I do think she'll normally come to a household before a death in the house. She mourns. She's a mourner. She mourns the death of the person.
Okay.
So she will arrive and she preempts the death of a person.
All right. We've gotten really morbid here. So let's talk about something even scarier. Are there hipsters in Ireland?
There were, and then I came here.
Who was the saint that drove out a whole bunch of snakes or something?
St. Patrick. He had a really big bus and he drove all of the snakes out of Ireland. Took him a while because
he said bus, by the way.
Yes, he said bus.
In case you were wondering. Yeah.
Stop it, because you were talking about the jewels the last time.
Yeah,
no, you were referring to the jewels last time.
That was absolutely necessary. Let's not go back to that.
But Patrick had a
St. Toady taking
bus.
out putting all the hipsters on a bus.
Yeah, me and St. Patrick, because me and Patrick, we were like that at the cross fingers, me and Patrick, and we drove them all out of Ireland, and they kept fighting. And I said many times, listen, if you don't stop fighting, I'm going to turn this bus around. But they calmed down after that, and we drove them out.
All right, Dave wants to know: are all leprechauns in Slytherin house?
Yes, coincidentally. My name, Odrin, my real given name, he was actually, and this is not a lie, he was actually St. Patrick's chariot driver. So the first Odrin was Saint Odrin, and he was St. Patrick's chariot driver. Yeah, so there you go.
Is that like the chariot driver in Darby O'Gill and the
Little People? No, because he had no head.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was asking if it was.
But he probably did have no head.
Had a head at one time. I mean, but he didn't even need it to drive that chariot.
Did your ancestor have a head?
Well, he did, but he probably doesn't now because he's probably dead.
Yes. So you're not sure?
Not sure.
Do you think the skull's fallen off at this
definitely.
point?
On the Flaccid text line we have, is there a Thanksgiving in Ireland? No, there's not. We don't do Thanksgiving or Independence Day. Well, we kind of have an Independence Day. We do it at Easter every year when we fought the English. And so that's kind of our celebration.
Do you like a lot of people have throw rocks at people or something? What do you do during the
We have kind of a parade.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oscuelga.
Okay.
Which is in Irish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's translated to in Irish, or that was the Irish word of the parade?
No, that's translated into Irish.
The parade is that word, or what's
I actually cannot remember what the word for parade is.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Fela. Yeah, Fela.
Okay. All right.
Which is like Fáilte, which is welcome.
Okay.
Fáilte means welcome. and Fela is a party or a parade or a get together, a gathering.
A party to be welcome to.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hit the Nerd Roundtable. If you want to be a part of the show, text line is 71307. Be sure to put Flaccid on there, just because Tara will come in Monday and go, why does everyone say Flaccid? Even though we've been doing it for years now. And you can check us out live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Dave, don't do that.
Don't poke that bear.
What are we coming back with?
Nerd Roundtable. We're going to throw some video games in there in Roundtable because
Yeah. Video games. Which I haven't played in a couple days.
oh man, I forgot to do signs, but we'll throw that into Roundtable also. Or we'll put it in.
I always
Funny
love
enough.
it when it's just a one-word thing.
What?
How did your fight against?
No. You don't want to read that.
It's going well. We did it a lot later. What?
I also feel like there's a lot of holidays of, yay, we beat back the English.
Well, text something, Chris, and
text in something
and label it away, and we'll see if you're banned or not.
Wait, he got banned?
It can happen. You can be banned.
Well, for that?
You can be banned from a lot of stuff. And some people ban people for just disagreeing with them. Sometimes people get a little nasty.
Can I catch up on these when we come back? Really, like one sentences, one word
You
answers?
you can do them all.
I catch up on them. Chris, send me something that only I can see.
Well, anybody who had a text lineup could see it.
Be naughty.
Yeah.
– 71307.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being on that hill for us. All right, he says he just texted.
Nope, looks like you're not there, Chris. Although it could take a couple of seconds.
It does. It's not like instantaneous. It takes a little bit.
Instantaneously.
It turns sideways.
I don't think so, Trey. You text in.
I still can't.
Text
Is
us
it
in,
Middle
Trey.
Earth? I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
all
think you are, Trey. I think you're on the other one.
Man, what are you guys doing to get banned?
Well, Chris was saying it was.
All right, what are you saying to Tara? That's getting you banned.
Yeah.
Although Charlie could probably do it too. Bill won't care. So
what's this? Actually, I don't.
Yeah,
know
you don't
what
want to
you're
mess with
talking
Bill. He's got an arsenal.
about. I'm actually friends with Bill. on Facebook.
I've seen some of the arsenal, and it's well cared for.
He likes to show off his collection quite a bit.
He's a gun guy. Yeah,
No,
I mean,
no,
you can
no,
get to all
it's-
his. He has other gun podcasts that you can get to on
So do
our.
I.
Flaccid was your ban? Really?
How could it be? It can't be.
You
Well, it
died
could
on
be.
that hill.
Come
That's
blurry.
what I was saying.
No.
Doesn't Tara know?
If-
Okay, does Tara care?
if he sent like 25 Flaccid texts in a row, which we may have asked for at one point.
Yeah, that might be an issue.
I could possibly go in and undo it. Just don't tell Tara.
Don't ever tell her. Never tell her.
It's the last blast of summer sale for the Upstate Golf Cart. For a limited time, grab yours for just $40 and get access to 9 premier courses in the Upstate. Tee it up at Carolina Springs, the Club at Brookstone, The Rock, Greer Golf, Links O'Tryon, Rolling Green, Pebble Creek, and more. Grab your foursome and hit the course with the Upstate Golf Cart. Order yours today at upstategolfcart.com.
Wow, did I not print that out? Okay, I guess I didn't, but I remember the story.
Oh.
L times F, I times F, C times L. Yeah, that one.
You might want to get out your tape recorder, because it's going to be a historical moment.
All right, we got some things to get to in the round table, but in the meantime, we solicited your texts at 71307, and Odie's going to read them now.
Really fast ones. Is haggis a Scottish thing, or is it in Ireland as well? Just a Scottish thing.
All right. Slow it down. You don't have to go fast, because if you get too fast, some people can't.
Or is it just in Ireland, just in Scotland? It is just in Scotland, although we do have it in Ireland. If you want it, you can try it in Ireland. Odie, did St. Patrick drive the snakes out of Ireland? It was St. Patrick, and were there any poisonous snakes? I don't think so, but he was also able to take all of the fossils and all of the remnants that had ever been there out of Ireland too.
That's what saints do. I mean,
saints do.
They're thorough.
Did Ireland win the rugby today? Yes, they did. 36-14, I think. Yep.
Did you text that in?
Well, when I arrived at the Palatial Studios today, Odie was in his vehicle listening
to the last 5 minutes of the rugby.
He was, and he got out of his vehicle very pleased.
Yes, it did.
Would you say he was jubilant?
Yes.
At least, I mean, he didn't jump around, but he was on the edge of jumping around. So,
did I jump up and get down? Yes, I did.
I don't know if you got down, but you definitely jumped up. All right, in the round table, there's this thing. All right, there's this thing that happened like this week. So, like a lot of people got like this thing happen on their phone.
Oh yeah.
It was an EAS alert.
Tinfoil wearing alert.
And for some reason on the internet, it was pointed out that it was a signal to turn people into zombies. And my question is, where are the zombies? Because
Oh, they got taken care of very quickly. It was to turn them into zombies, then to quickly respond to the zombies. It was a test of that.
All right, so I don't want to get too far in the weeds we dwell there, but as far as politics go, but it seems like a picture is being painted by one side to make it look like a certain side said that there were zombies, just to point out, just so they can make fun of it. I don't believe there's anyone out there who thought that the EAS test would turn people into zombies. There might be some people. This is my own. I mean, I may have heard this or made it up. I'm not quite sure that what it was to affect DNA that was injected in some people and make them susceptible and soon turn into lizard people. So the lizard people can come out from underneath the earth and dwell with everyone.
See, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah. So
zombies is incredible.
I mean,
I don't want to talk about it, but
no zombies.
Zombie.
Yeah, but lizard people for sure.
Don't have anything to do with my dog attacking anybody, but zombies.
Yeah, zombies. So a lot of people, I mean, this was all over the internet. I got to say, I don't think I got the code. I don't think I got the EAS.
You didn't?
No, because people were talking about it. I'm like, okay, when's that happen? They're like, it already happened. And I don't think I got it.
Well, your phone's been kind of messed up.
My phone has been messed up, but I don't think I got the code. I think it would have woke me up.
I got it.
Because I would have been napping.
It was around 2 p.m.
Yeah, I might have been asleep. So
that's a fair point.
But those things, when they go off, they're blaring. Even if you have your phone off.
I was at the office and like I heard it everywhere. And I also had my headphones on at the time.
That's funny, Dave. That is funny.
Dave, you actually spelled Das Vidania wrong. Just saying.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just Raj Jichi. No.
Siljenski, Das Vidania, Krekazunti. I don't know how to pronounce the last one. But yeah, Das Vidania is spelled wrong.
Yeah, I bet he used Translate, and that's Translate was wrong.
Probably, yeah.
I used to know a little more Russian because I took Russian in high school.
But then you slowed down.
Yeah, well, one does when you get older.
Yeah.
So,
but be Russian all the time.
But there were like 5 people in the class, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. So still, I believe it is lizard people. I don't think it's zombies. And the thing is, with lizard people, I don't think you immediately become a lizard person. I think patches of skin will slowly start to change a little bit over time. It will start out as a rash. You may use creams and things like that, thinking it's going to go away. And eventually, before you know it, you may see this little crack in your tongue, like right in the middle.
You mean bifurcated?
Yeah, and you may be thinking, man, what is wrong? What did I eat? Did I eat too much spicy food? Why is and before you know, you're speaking with a forked tongue. And
then you're the devil.
Yeah, well, no. A lizard person.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be
so are you
can only be into the devil if you're like
Beelzebub?
No, if you're a country artist or a pop musician.
Oh, listening to dark cowboy.
No, because they all are trying to do satanic rituals on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was reading somewhere where one got canceled and they were very upset about it because,
I mean, come on.
Chris wants to know, are you talking about lizards or slee stacks?
Yes,
for
we
sure.
are.
I think the answer to that question is most definitely yes.
What is a slee stack?
If you have to ask, we can't tell you.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's just one of those things.
But chances are you're not one. So
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
I'm pretty sure I'm me, and that probably precludes me from being a lot of other things.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Well, I mean, like at the end of the day, as I've said previously, at the end of the day, it is night. So,
which it is outside right now. And it looks like it's going to be a cool night. And we will be going into that night here pretty soon. Here's another thing. All right. Amazon is offering $1 million. We tried to get $1 million from the waitress earlier and she wouldn't give it to us. By the way,
she was a great waitress, but yeah, she
was.
Yeah.
They also have robots over at the restaurant we went to. Yeah. There was a robot server, and we saw it. We thought it might have been a robot, and she said, "Yeah, that's a robot." And but it's really slow at getting the food to the table. So the robots, they're not at least in this particular spot, can't get the food. So I think it'd be a cool novelty to a degree if you weren't someone like myself and believe that AI is going to be taken over soon. But in which case it won't be serving food. We will be the food, the battery, if you saw Matrix.
Well, no, I just imagine it's like, hello, today we will not be serving.
And we heard the
this
voice.
dish.
Listen, we heard the voice.
We did.
It sounded anime, didn't it?
Yes.
It sounded very anime, which I was okay with. All right. So anyway, Amazon is offering $1 million. And all you have to do is come up with the Ring doorbell footage of an outer space alien.
Yes, I saw
To qualify, the extraterrestrial in the clip must exhibit unusual, extraordinary, or unexplainable behavior. Because if you get your normal alien and they're just walking down the street, that's not unusual behavior. It's just, he's just trying to get to wherever he's going. All right, it might be a she, I don't know, or it could be like unisex. I don't know.
It could be a they.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know about pronouns for aliens. The video also must include unaltered proof of an otherworldly visit per the online so you gotta, if you mess with the video, that makes you ineligible for the $1 million.
They just want images of aliens, right?
Yes.
We'll go to your house. You have a Ring camera. I am technically still an alien.
You are an alien.
So let's just go and bada bing, bada boom.
I was going to say,
split
I wonder,
$1 million 3 ways, and then we're done. And then, it's amazeballs.
We just go to the headquarters. We just hold Odie up.
Or just,
does he count?
Just small towns in Texas can just send them a lot of Ring cam footage of that sort of thing. All submissions which are due by November 3rd will be reviewed by meteorologist and astrobiologist Jacob Hack Misrod.
Sounds like a bit of a hack to me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's H-A-Q-Q. Sounds like hack to me.
Hackwe.
No, I don't think it's not French. Misrod means it's probably Middle Eastern. I don't know.
Oh, yes. Hello, Monsieur Hack.
Yes.
Bonjour, Monsieur.
The winner will receive the $1,050,000 annual installments paid over 20 years.
Oh, man, that's just.
Yeah. So if you die,
I'm not doing it.
If suddenly, the aliens come to claim you for giving footage on your Ring, then suddenly, you don't get the money back.
No.
You don't get to keep the money. I don't know if your offspring rather get to continue with the payments or not. I'm not quite sure. So
yeah, that's exactly
how many people. I mean, this again, it's another part of the government and business trying to make us be more familiar and more susceptible and more okay with the idea that aliens exist.
Are you okay with the idea that aliens exist?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't like being I'm trying to think of the right
alienated.
word. No. I live in the woods. No, it's I don't like being why I can't think of the word where they conditioned.
There you
I
go.
don't like being conditioned to be more readily accepting of something that I don't care about.
Yeah.
It's
going to happen. They're going to release them out of Area 51, and that's just
no. Here's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out they were already here. That's what we're going to find out, and they're not going to be the little gray men.
They are amongst us.
Yeah,
they are skinwalkers.
They're all scrolls.
By the way, in one of the most controversial moments ever on this show, there's a movie called They Live. And They Live. If you've ever seen They Live, they are among us. And if you have certain glasses on, you can see that they're basically look like zombie aliens.
I came here to kick something and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Yes. And that the late great Roddy Piper.
Mm-hmm. On the text line, I have, do you speak Russian? And do you know what this word means in Russian? Apparently, it's a pretty bad insult. Yes, I do. And yes, it is. So I'll tell the guys later on. I ain't going to say it. No.
Mark says the aliens would probably want a cut of the prize money. Probably.
I'd give it to them.
They could be Nephilim. You never know. But the Nephilim I'm thinking of are from Skyrim. But that's me. Was it Skyrim? Diablo. Yeah, there's probably Nephilim in there too. It's not time yet.
I'm just asking the question.
It's not. In order for lightning round to fit into a certain window,
we have to go at 50 or 47.
No, well, it's 46 according to my clock.
Yeah, it's 46 right now.
And if you do it a little bit later, because I wanted to get one more thing in.
Okay, get one more thing.
Then signs of impending apocalypse. I don't have the story because it didn't print out, but I believe it was 897 birds died all at once when they crashed into a building, I believe in Chicago.
Yeah, their server crashed.
No, these were actual birds. But you're right. It could be servers. It took me a second. I'm still stuck on the aliens.
Okay.
So anyway, but they gathered all the birds and sent them away to be studied.
No, not studied. So,
reprogrammed, yeah, that sort of thing. Or
you do know that
recycled.
Yes, recycled. You do know as well that mosquitoes are not real.
Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know.
They are collecting your DNA.
They absolutely are.
100%.
All right. Now we're going to take a break. When we come back,
Maybe
we're going to
we're
hit the
not.
nerd round table.
Maybe I don't want to take it now.
Do it, please. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Morse code, smoke signals, hand signals, and the list goes on and on. At the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
All you zombies hide your faces.
Now the Carolinas' most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Lows leveled off around 43. Tonight, under clear skies, winds out of the north, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies and quiet again. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 67. Lows around 44. Tomorrow night, clear skies. Meteorologist Jennifer.
I put it in because I wanted something else to play.
Okay, all right. Thank you, though. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, guys. You're awesome.
Is that a nubable offense? Nah. No, because he would have made it an entire show without being noobed.
Man, that would really suck.
But here's the thing. I don't count it as much on the stream as I do on the air. So, our primary concern is the radio feed. We love all you people on the stream, by the way. And when I say you people, I didn't mean like you people. I meant like, all of yous.
All of yins?
All of yins.
All of ye.
Ye.
We love all of ye.
We love all of ye.
Every bit of ye.
All of ye.
He's still not making any faces.
Because he's working diligently.
Potato.
Shut up.
How do they say shut up in Ireland?
Cunis.
Did you say Judas?
Cunis.
Oh, did it sound like Judas?
Mila?
That is a joke in Ireland. It's a meme in Ireland. It's Mila Kunis, and she's doing this. Now, the next word I'm going to say is egg conch. Right?
You mean like a shell?
Yes, like a conch shell, which means talking. So you've got Mila Kunis and Mila egg conch, and she's talking. See, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, because I never know if he's doing a thing that we're just not getting.
Here's the thing: every single thing he's done, he's backed up.
He has.
You know what? You didn't back up was that throw.
Whatever. I made the first one.
I didn't see it.
You want to look in the thing? Oh, so now you're questioning my honesty. Don't do that. I made the first one.
I was about to say that was sarcasm.
How do you spell Mila? As in Mila Kunis?
As much as I'd like you to,
M-I-L-A?
you don't lie.
What's that? It's everyone lies, unfortunately. Sometimes not on purpose. Is omission a lie? I don't know if omission is a lie. I think if you
it's something
purposefully omit, is it lying or is it omitting?
I think a lie of omission.
Man, the
is a
psychic
lie.
commercial's playing a lot.
Hey, it's
Dude, why do you even need to advertise? I mean,
get the word out.
You know, if you're a psychic, a real psychic, you know if this is working or not. I see that. I'm still not sure it's clean though.
It is clean.
Okay.
I like my job here.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but he doesn't love his job. I mean,
way to manager that.
That's what I do.
Mila Kunis, Mila Egg Conch.
By the way,
I'm blurry again. Oh, I'm back.
I had a similar discussion with someone else at my job. It's just like, you aren't having an outstanding day. I was like, you're getting okay, and that's the best. That's the best I can do at this moment.
Hey, I work in radio. I have an awesome time for the most part. Sometimes you deal with some people that you're not,
Oh, I followed that up with you can write me up for a bad attitude, or I can help you with your problem.
I mean, where in the world can you get paid to do what we're doing right now? Right here. It's very little pay, but it's still pay.
The towel.
You get paid.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, it is time for the lightning round. You know what that means? It's a sad time for all of us because that means the show is nearly over. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, did you have to fade the music that much just to get your is that
dropped
for
a
effect?
little.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That is the kind of creative producing skills that we have right here on the Upstate Pulse.
You don't get this anywhere else. No,
you don't. But you do get what you pay for. All right.
You get paid?
What I do is like I fluctuate my hours, so this becomes like I'm getting paid because it's like the last 3 hours of 40 hours. It's technical.
I used to get college pay, and then that stopped.
Good.
We got a text in the Flaccid text line 71307. It's do you guys ever have any random listener guest hosts?
Listener guest host? No, this is a closed building, so I mean, those sort of things are frowned upon. Cameron's a guest host,
but are you listening?
What? Exactly. Well done. All right, Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro
of the Bull
is.
I'm the master of horror.
He is about to do a new Frankenstein movie.
Frankenstein.
So exactly. Nobody can do a horse. Anyway.
Nobody do a horse.
No, I got last time.
Yeah. Don't really. Okay. So here's who's in the movie so far.
It worked.
Here's in the movie so far. Andrew Garfield's in it. Was Spider-Man.
Okay.
Along with Mia Goth, who I don't know who she is. And Oscar Isaac, because he's in everything now.
I can't hear Andrew Garfield without thinking, hey, Dave, can I have some lasagna?
All right. And also, they have just added Christoph Waltz.
I'm really interested in this movie.
Yes.
For Frankenstein.
But they're not saying who the monster is. So we don't know who the monster is. I am making an educated guess that or guess. I am sometimes an educated guest.
I like to think I'm an educated guess.
I am.
I mean, you can think all you want, but
Yeah, exactly. So I am thinking Andrew Garfield is probably going to be Dr. Frankenstein. Because he's young enough to be that, a doctor and still be. I think.
What if he's Igor?
Yes.
Igor.
What hump? No, I don't. It could
be worse. It could be raining.
I'm going to go home tonight and watch Young Frankenstein because it's amazing.
Anyway,
If you're blue and you can. Or fashion.
So Guillermo that guy Del Toro is doing a
Is he anything to Benicio?
Maybe.
Usual Suspects.
So how many movies can you think of that they just need to stop? Okay, all right, we've seen that character this many times. Just
Fast
stop
and the
doing
Furious.
It. No, well, those are actually pretty good. Because
okay,
who watches those for the story?
Yeah,
I mean, you watch them first of all for family, and second of all for the stunts.
It's for cut to Tyrese.
It's the
and just go
stunts.
like, how are we alive,
Yes,
man?
how are we alive? It's for the stunts.
I'm gone blurry again.
It's an amazing thing. Not on my screen. You look fine over here. It's for the stunts. That's why, just like we watch John Wick, people don't get upset about John Wick the way they get upset about Fast and Furious. I don't get it. So I watch it for the car stunts, and most of them are practical, from what I understand.
Too many Willy Wonka films. There's another one coming out now.
Yeah, but the new one looks.
It looks good. But
Hugh
Grant.
Hugh Grant as Oompa Loompa really looks.
Oh my! I
Yeah.
started dancing.
Yeah, it's good.
You can't stop once you start.
And then you've got Scott, who chimes in and says that all the Disney live animation remakes.
By the way, I haven't watched one of those yet.
You don't know?
Yeah, no, because I'd rather watch the animated.
Yeah.
And
apparently I'm killing somebody on the text. 890 said I'm killing them on the text with the Frankenstein and monster impressions. Yeah,
yes, I gotta say, still one of
We need some top hats.
one of the best movies of all time.
Frankenstein. Did you know it was Gene Wilder's favorite movie to make?
He looks like he's having fun.
And what was the really, really, really big star? Gene Hackman. He was in it as the blind
No,
peasant.
you just said Gene Hackman.
No, Gene Wilder.
Gene Hackman. No, you're right.
Gene Hackman was the blind
Gene Hackman.
peasant, and apparently,
all Genes look alike to me.
He cracked everybody up on the set, which
is weird.
It was the only thing they could use
because you don't picture Gene Hackman as being funny,
but apparently he cracked everybody up on the set, and you can hear it in the scene that he's in. You can hear them all starting to laugh just before they cut. They couldn't edit out any of the laughter.
I remember Young Frankenstein because my sister fell down the stairs and everyone accused me of knocking her down the stairs, which I never would do.
Yes, you
and
would.
she had to get stitches in her chin, and so she had stitches when we went to the drive-in to see Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
I never pushed her down the stairs, by the way. I would never do such a thing.
I didn't push her down.
I did not do that. I got accused of it. We were both. I was like, there was Fast and Furious.
I did not.
I was like,
hi, Mark.
I was like 8, and she was like 7. I mean, but it didn't happen.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not. I would never do such a thing. I love my sister. Would never do that sort of thing. What time is it?
We've loads of time. We've got at least 30 seconds.
So Starfield, I'm having a problem with Starfield because it's too big, and I've decided, and I gave this advice to somebody else, a couple people actually. I'm just going to go follow the storyline. Because if I follow the storyline, I think it'd be better. And I'll worry about building and exploring and doing all that stuff after I get all my powers. I mean, why not? And if you follow the storyline, you're going to make a lot more money, and you can afford to make your ship bigger and better. So following the storyline. By the way, they've advised that forever. And some certain guy who's over the whole thing said, this is a game to play for a very long time. So people are in too much of a rush to get done.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, and it's the 1,000 plans. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Upstate Pulse.
Amazing
and,
audience, as always.
All the texts, all the comments, all that kind of stuff we really do appreciate. And I want to
shenanigans. I'd call it shenanigans.
Yeah, I want
possibly tomfoolery.
Speaking of shenanigans, join us for the Rob Brown Show on our sister station 97.1, 97.77. There's not
download the Odrin
sevens.
Fitzgerald podcast.
Do that. Yeah. Check out the Odrin Fitzgerald podcast.
Any more shameless plugs?
And
shout my name to the heavens, and
let's just hear from Ferris.
That worked pretty well.
Missed it by a second, but it was close.
No, you were.
By the way, Chris, yes, you can steal ships. I was nodding for you
because Cameron has a bunch of ships that he stole.
Boy,
or at least,
do I?
Do you have a fleet?
No, I keep selling them.
Do you? Okay, so apparently you can steal a ship while it's on the landing pad and sell it right there.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, sweet. New ship.
Yeah, wow.
I was like, I walk in, it's like, you're not supposed to bip, bip, bip. And I was like, all right, mine now.
Thank you, Mark. We'll do better next week. Probably not.
We'll what do you mean better?
Yeah, well, he said it was a great show.
Thank you, Mark.
You can do better than a great show.
Thank you, Chris.
What's your hierarchy?
Better than a great show. I think an excellent show is better than great.
What about awesome-tacular?
Or Tá on show Gahanawa Erfad.
Okay, as that means Mahana means good people?
Kahanawa,
Family?
Mahanawa means family.
Means family.
Family means nobody
Yeah.
gets left behind.
Yeah. And except for everybody.
Just sit there and butcher my language. That's fine. I don't care.
It's okay. We're going off the air. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Bye, Cameron.
Goodbye, everyone.